So I tried to capture the tail end of that towards the beginning of this episode. As soon as I loaded the game, we got the cougar cutscene. Not that it really matters, because I think we are about to die. We have no matches. Yeah, my health is so low. Let's just take a look. Do I even have any... Doesn't look like I have any stuff left on here. Any recovery from the birch bark. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we will die here. However, I'll give it my best shot. Now, I am planning to do one more attempt at this. I've got some changes planned for the settings, but I'll talk about that if and when we finally lose this run. So I think my only shot here... Unfortunately, we just have to tie this rope off. Do I even have the rope on me? Let me just check my inventory here. Should have it on me. Should I not? Just sort by weight. Doesn't look like I have it. Did I move it in here for some reason? I'm kind of lost right now. The rope is usually right here. It's not.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
I definitely did not tie it off already. I feel like I remember picking it up. Yeah, I picked it up and moved it in here. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, in the time that it takes me just to tie it off, we'll probably die, and then we still have to get to someplace with matches, so I just don't see this happening. Let's just get this over with. I could... It's just so cold outside. I could pass a bunch of time in there to warm up, but I don't think it's gonna matter. We'll just get cold by the time we get down here anyway. So this is probably gonna put me in the red zone.
It's goddamn freezing.
I think we can goat over here to save a little bit of time. I don't know exactly what the best way down is. Something like this, I suppose. Get down here. Okay, so this is probably going to cost me, like, almost all my health. It's not too bad, I guess. So we just hit the bad part there. Yeah, the wobbles, it's going to make it almost impossible. I could just... It's actually probably faster to just climb down than trying to find a good spot to goat, now that I think about it. Alright, down we go. Now, so the one saving grace here would be if I manage to make it to the structure over to my right now. And get matches there. Because I don't have any matches, that's the major problem right now. The problem is, even if we do that and get warmed up, I don't think I have any teas left. Yeah, and it looks like it's just not going to happen in time. You look at my health and the distance I have to travel. I don't know, maybe if I had warmed up, I mean, that would have cost several hours, and then it would have been even colder out here, because it would be closer to morning. I think I was -1 in there, so it would have been +4 maybe in the bed, maybe +3, or only +2 actually, because it's probably a +3 bed. Yeah, this is not going to happen. Maybe if we're somehow very lucky with the staggers, we'll go get to see if matches even spawn over here. I think they still can spawn on the stump over by this house, but yeah, we are toast. So yeah, I will give this one final attempt. And I've been thinking about the different rules. You know, you've got the no mystery lake, that's not that impactful. It does affect some things. You've got the sleeping outside, which is pretty significant, and then you've got the hand luggage. Those I think actually all work well, and the one missing link is that misery just does not fit this challenge very well. And part of the reason for that is the sleeping outside, I really wanted to use the custom setting for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to custom. This will be the final attempt. The second and final attempt at this. So let's go new custom. And we're going to set it to interloper settings, and I'm going to change a few things. So I think random, that's all fine. Baseline. Okay. I'm just going to have to go through everything because I've thought a little bit about this, but not enough to really like know exactly which things I need to change. Okay, so health. I think we're fine with all these standard interloper settings. Yeah, that's okay. Now, Condition recovery rate. So we're going to turn this to none for normal. And we're going to turn this to low for when sleeping. So this will be my only condition recovery other than stims. Because I'm also going to turn off birch bark. Okay, all of this is fine. Cabin fever, intestinal parasites. Okay, so rest as a resource is fine. Here we go. Fires prevent freezing. So this is the thing that I wanted to, no. Not that. Wake up player when freezing near a fire. That's the one. So this I'm going to turn to yes. So the idea here is that to prevent the micromanagement of only being able to sleep for an hour at a time and, you know, constantly having to check and it just takes a long time to grind through the night. With this setting on, I can just set my fire up, sleep for 10 hours, and if the fire gets blown out, then I'll wake up when I start to freeze. And so that just removes a lot of the micromanagement. But you know, you still lose your fire, you still start to freeze, so you still have issues there. We're going to turn birch bark off, like I said. Okay, so I'll talk more about the balance here in a second. Let's go through the rest of this. Oh, one big change I wanted to make. Where's the gear? Here it is. Starting gear allocation. We're going to turn this to medium. This is so that we start with a bedroll. This is the other thing that I was planning to do for the Beneath Open Sky challenge, but it just didn't really fit because I was trying to force Misery to work with this. So here we can actually start sleeping outside with our bedroll from the beginning. I'm going to say we can still use cars if we want to. We can sleep in a car, either in or without the bedroll. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing is I'm not going to count the bedroll against my items for the hand luggage, because of the fact that this challenge pretty much requires you to take the bedroll. If I was playing normal hand luggage, I would never take the bedroll anywhere because you can just sleep in houses. But for this one, I'm going to have to take it, so we'll be taking our 5 + 5 plus a bedroll. Okay, so this is bugged. Should be no. Harvestable plants I'm going to leave on high because we turned birch bark off. If there was like a medium, I'd probably... Oh, there is a medium. There's a low, medium, and high. Well, let's try medium, see what that setting looks like. Okay, so all this is the same. And this is probably the most controversial thing that I'm going to change, but I keep thinking that I want to try passive wildlife, and I never get an opportunity to do it. So I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going to turn Timberwolves off completely because they're just annoying. And it won't really matter if I have passive wildlife on anyway. And then we're going to change a couple of things. First of all, we're going to... increase all of their settings. Okay, so there's the passive wildlife, and then wildlife detection range is going up to far. So the idea here is that all the animals will be able to notice me from far away and run, so it should make hunting slightly harder. Although, of course, just the fact that we don't have to deal with wolves and all that is going to be a major boon. I think for this challenge, at least, it's more about surviving the cold and the environmental, you know, being able to sleep outside, surviving the bad weather. So the struggle stuff won't matter. We'll just leave that alone. And I think that's everything. Okay, so let's get into it. I guess I can... What happens if I hit share code? Yeah, so that's the code. If anybody else wants to use this, I'll leave it up on screen for a second. And now let's hit confirm. Now, as far as spawn, we cannot spawn any place west of this line. So we have to spawn Coastal Highway, Pleasant Valley, or east of there. I don't really want to do Pleasant Valley or Coastal Highway again, so I could hit random and just like try a bunch of times. I think I'm going to choose my spawn though. I think we're just going to spawn in Ash Canyon, get the backpack early on. Honestly, yeah, I don't want to spawn here. These I've already done in this challenge, so I want to save them for later. I could spawn in Timberwolf. I don't think it really matters that much. Let's just choose our Ash Canyon spawn. Okay. So I can't remember. I guess we're not doing feats. Yeah. Because we were doing Misery originally. I could take feats. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so let's call this perfect. Okay, final attempt. So I am under some pressure to not immediately lose here. I'm actually, this should be slightly easier in some respects, but actually quite a bit harder in others. Obviously the fact that these wolves are going to run from me is going to be a big deal. Just because I won't have to, like, take time to run around them, or there are even wolves here. I don't see them. Okay, so we're spawning here above Angler's Den. Let's get down. Oh, it's super warm right now. It's crazy. Maybe I don't even run. Maybe I should, we just go straight up to get the backpack? What time is it? It's evening. I probably should have changed the spawn time to dawn. Especially if I'm sticking with the 3-day travel, because we're only going to get a little bit of the first day now. Didn't think about that. That's okay. We'll just power through Ash Canyon quickly and leave here and get our full 3 days in Timberwolf. I think that's fine. Yeah, and we have our bedroll to start with. We actually have matches to start with, which doesn't really matter because there's always matches in Angler's Den right here, but notable nonetheless. So I'm actually thinking maybe we want to use a lot of energy today. Maybe not, though. Let's go get inside. Get this place looted before it gets too dark. I don't even know what route I want to take up to the gold mine. Cooking pot, that's interesting.
This'll come in handy.
Right, so we get our 2 arrowheads here that we always get. Tons of matches. Okay, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think we're actually going to go over to Homesteaders and take that route up. So we have a lot of energy. We can climb that rope. And then we can find some place to sleep up there, I think. So I don't really want to come all the way back to Homesteaders later on. I'm already starting to doubt this decision. Homesteaders does put me pretty far away. You know what I could do is I could take the loop around the other way and get all those teas from that ravine. Let's go do that. That'll take me towards Homesteaders. Still not sure where I'm going to sleep tonight if I do that, but hopefully we'll find some fuel and stuff along the way. And this is good. I've got this area looted out now. We probably won't be coming back this way ever. Gotta remember that teas are actually relatively important now because with the birch bark not being an option, actually need to gather a lot of reishi and rose hips and so on. The one really nice thing about having the bedroll, whenever I need to warm up, I can just make a fire anywhere out in the open and just sleep for an hour to warm up. It's going to be a big improvement. I think we cut over here now. We'll forego those couple of cattails I see over there. And yeah, I'm just gonna walk. There's a good chance we only briefly sleep and we go ahead and do that climb tonight. It'll take a while to get over there, but it should be okay. Some mushrooms. Didn't even know there was a bear here. I guess this is a good opportunity to learn the wildlife spawns while they're on passive and won't be an issue. Okay, you're scaring me a little. Can't you just run the other way? I don't think I've ever seen this here before. Yeah. Get out of here. I do know there's a backpack hanging somewhere around here that I never see. I always see
Cold.
other people collect it, and I'm like, I've never seen that backpack, but it doesn't seem to be here unless I already missed it. It's just like hanging from a tree somewhere along here. Alright, let's check this little cave out over here. Probably start a small fire in a little bit. Can be stuff on this little ledge here, sometimes some firewood or something. Not today though. Thought that was another pack of matches for a second there. So it's interesting. We're gonna have less health regen than the misery early gain. Significantly less, because we won't get the we won't have as much sleep healing. We won't have the birch bark. However, starting basically morning tomorrow, temperature is going to be much more forgiving. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It's possible that this will still be way too hard. I'm hoping I haven't made that mistake, but it's certainly possible. I think another reason we're warm is that starting gear allocation actually gave us, we started with hat and a glove, so we started with a bit more temperature. Dude, get out of here. You're not going to attack me, are you? I'm slightly concerned that he's going to attack me if he, like, comes out of his fear animation right on top of me or something. Just go back the other way. Yeah. Now stay there. Okay, we're cold. It's getting a little windy. I'll take a little bit of damage here. Maybe look for a nice sheltered spot for a fire. I could, I guess I don't have to sleep. We could just make a small fire at the back of a cave and prep some tea ingredients or something. There's a few options. I would like to sleep, but I probably have other more important stuff to do right now. This actually looks pretty good. Let's see if we can sneak a fire back here. Unfortunately, it doesn't want me to put it there. Here we go. Okay, cardboard matches. I think we'll just switch to wood matches. Probably just get rid of the cardboard ones. Oh, that's interesting. Those are going to be the only cardboard matches in the game, because I'm still playing on lower loot settings. Okay, what's the temperature? I think we do coal. We do some sticks. And let's actually, since I have so many other books, let's just throw this on here as well. Okay. Can I put this down? Where did I know. It is right here. Let's just go and get this out of the way now since we've got water on. If I can find the spot again. Spamming click until it pops up. Come on. Well, I might have to do something else. The water's gonna boil off now. Alright, hang on a second. Let's just do this. Let's put this on. 13 minutes. Why can I not find this spot anymore? Alright, seriously? What about up here? Guess this is why you place your bedroll before you put a fire down. Oh, come on. I definitely got a green area right here. Let's see, where else can I reach? I'm warm all the way over here. Let's see if it'll let me place it down here. No? All the way out there? I can reach that. That's okay. Definitely warm. Not ideal, but it'll do. Okay, so we'll start some real water in a second here. Let me just see what I have in the way of... I actually did not get any tea ingredients that I can craft yet. We don't really need bandages, most likely. Okay, so let's do a full liter here. I'm already almost warm. This is like kind of a waste of time now, but I'll get 1 hour of sleep. Maybe the wind will stop. No such luck on that. Okay, we'll leave this fire going for a second. Let's take these just in case I decide not to come back. Take this as well. I will probably come back to get that torch relit though. Yeah, I figured, because the cave is right here, there's going to be some ingredients around. Make at least one tea. I can already see that just having the bedroll from the start is going to be a huge deal, because now I can set up these fires in much more advantageous positions. Let's just do like another liter, I guess. Get some tea crafted now. Should have plenty of tinder. Let's go back to this sorting. Take a look through here. Single coal left. Wow, you start with antibiotics and painkillers too. It's crazy. Yeah, not really much to do. Looks like this got blown out. Or maybe that was just the natural duration? I'm not wind sheltered myself, so the wind might be coming from like over there or something. Or right through here. Okay, so I think this will just burn if I sleep right now. Very tempting to... Oh, looks like this is ending. Okay, let's pick the rest of this up. Let's cancel that. I guess we can cook it at the next fire. It's not a big deal. 4 minutes. I'll light a torch in just a second. Actually, we can get a few more torches while we're waiting. Huh. 23. Can't imagine this is getting blown out. No, I don't think it was. Alright, let's go. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, yeah, so that's the cave. That was on the left. We head this way. A lot fewer T's so far than I was hoping for. This little ravine area. I think we'll do part of a T, probably not much more than that. Just to extend my travel distance a little bit here. Pick up one more stone in case I want to get ptarmigans. I think there are some at Homesteaders. I think I like the medium T setting. It's like a reasonable amount, but not too much. Not so much that you feel like you're cheating. Could drink a little more. Yeah, I guess I will. Another, like, third or so. Now, in a sense, these extra teas will be wasted. I don't find a flask here. I'm not aware of any flasks in Ash Canyon. Guess I could get really lucky and find one randomly, like on a corpse. There's like a very small chance that they have one. There is one at the summit. So we'll get one in the next region at least. And there's a lot of T's in Timberwolf too, from what I remember. This evening spawn is really treating me well. Nice and warm. Calm walk through the T ravine. Guess I could have turned the wolf amount down a little bit, since the wolves are going to be nothing but a nuisance. Yeah, I guess with passive wildlife, that makes sense. One day I'll do my modded run, make the wolves actually rare and actually threatening. Okay, I have very little idea of where I am. And we must be getting close to the fishing hut area, I think, up here on the right. Hope. Seem to be stuck. Let's just go over here and see if we can figure out where we are. There is like a river that flows through here that you can follow, but it's kind of windy. I prefer to take shortcuts when possible. Okay, so it looks like I came out pretty far to the left of this. Let's head back and check that hut. Now this is not a very efficient way to get up there. Obviously the better way would be to go through the wolf gauntlet and go through the waterfall and do that small climb in the cave. But I don't really care about doing like the maximally efficient route. I think I want to have a place to sleep for my next fire. So let's actually, I'm curious if this rope is here. I've heard that it's sometimes, yeah, I think I see it snaking down right there. I think we'll take the goat anyway. I do hear ptarmigans up there. So I think I'm going to get a little bit cold again. I'm going to be eating cattails tonight. I think I'm going to do the goat first, because we'll probably need to sleep 4 hours, so just in case I do get a sprain, I can just heal that naturally. Probably worth taking a small amount of extra damage for that.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Now, I wonder if there's any place to sleep up there, though. I mean, in this weather, it hardly matters. We can set the fire up anywhere, but might as well try to make it somewhat protected. Alright, let's see if I can time this first stretch properly. We need to just go now, get all the way up here, and go across. Now, I've heard that some people like to do a little crouch right when they're about to get a sprain. Didn't work this time. I probably should have just kept running. I might have cleared... It looks like I was probably going to clear it before that happened. Uh-oh. I didn't make it up there. Alright, let's run this then. Uh-oh. Man. Okay, 2 sprained wrists means can't hunt ptarmigans without sleeping first. I guess we could just set up a fire over here. Try not to scare the ptarmigans away. This isn't great. This looks pretty good right here. Let's do that.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff I want to do here. Let's get rid of these heavy sticks. Maybe bring it down to 20 or so left. Don't really need to make anything right away. Wind seems to be picking up a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and get 2 hours of sleep. That'll deal with the sprained wrist. Might be able to go hunt ptarmigans. Well, apparently this was not protected from the wind in at least one direction. Now, we did get our full 2 hours of sleep. Let's take this. Take this. See about hunting these ptarmigans. We can go inside for a bit. I have some cloth and stuff to harvest before we head out. Do probably want to get some more sleep before we climb, so we'll look for a better fire spot maybe. Now, did I scare the ptarmigans off? I hear them. They must be over on the other side. They've got to be right over there. There's only so many places they could be.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
Go up to the high ground. See if we can get a better shot off. Okay, one of you should stop moving soon. Okay. I did get him. Didn't look like I did, but I did.
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Okay, now I don't think I even harvest this ptarmigan. Let's go inside. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop these cardboard matches here. And we got so many matches, we're never gonna get them all out of here, so I think I'm just going to... we could light the storm lantern, I guess. That's fine. Forgot I had that. I won't typically carry a storm lantern. Oh yeah, combat pants. I forgot that those were a guaranteed find here. Momentarily. Nothing under there. Guess we just grab everything and can sort it out later. More matches. Okay, let's grab a bunch of cloth. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That should be enough. I might not even get all of it. Seem to have gotten... Oh, there's a curtain. Okay, that'll be enough. I need about 3 hours of sleep. Sounds like the stuff outside has died down. It's unfortunate that I wasted those 30 sticks. I mean, I did get 2 hours of sleep out of it. Guess we're gonna eat and drink a little bit. There's no way the oil comes with me. I actually wonder if I don't get another ptarmigan here, do I just bring the entire ptarmigan carcass with me? Because that's one item out of my 5. I might do that. I guess there's no reason why we couldn't eat some dog food as well. Well, save it for a can opener. Potential can opener. Maybe for now. Alright. I think we're done here. Let's head out. I do have a sewing kit who want to do clothing repairs at some point. Now, I could sleep in that exact same spot. Just because the fire blew out last time doesn't mean it'll happen again.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
It looks good. Doesn't mean it is good. And the wind is picking back up now, of course. Yep, here it comes, right on cue.
Perfect.
Alright, let's put just enough on to get somewhat warm here. Maybe another 5 to 8. I guess we can do the peaches as well. Aurora time, huh? Great night for sleeping out under the stars. Alright, let's do one more of these. I think I'll make a quick double batch of tea. We'll put those down and then we'll go and get some sleep. I don't need this torch. Just toss that. Okay, an hour's worth. Go ahead and sleep. Actually, I could just do 2 hours and, yeah. 2 liters and sleep for 2 hours. I'm still stuck in, like, safety mode for some reason. Looks like I do need 2 hours of sleep, so let's do that. And throw a cedar on. Or a reclaimed. Well, reclaimed is good. Okay. These aren't burning, are they? I mean, if they are, it's too late. Probably needed to drink some water there. I'm gonna be thirsty. Oh, not quite. Alright, looks like we're nearly fully rested. It is dawn. I think it's time to go ahead and do this. Let's pick these up. Grab some torches. Okay, that'll do. These. We're ready to go. Okay, let's go ahead and have this. So it is day 2. We basically have to go get the backpack today and transition tomorrow. Now that's if I don't extend it to... I was thinking about extending it to 4 days, but I think I'm going to leave it at 3. Just to keep it a little faster paced. The first region is kind of unfair in that regard, because I really only get 2 days in this region, but I think it's okay. I think we'll manage. Gotta wait for this energy to come back. Let's go ahead and drink... Probably just the rest of this, yeah. Keep the inventory clean. Need a little bit more time here. Actually, yeah, we can do it now. Not that far of a climb. Should I do my crazy shortcut here that only saves like 5 seconds? Probably. Well, there's sticks. Maybe we get sticks instead. There'll be a lot of coal at the coal mine though, so... Or the gold mine, I guess. I do have a lot of tea ingredients. I think we just keep chugging the teas until they get cold. Yeah, I don't need all these sticks. Let's just go this way. I can't remember. Do I go here? I might have messed this up. Okay, let's stand someplace flat and drink this. Yeah, we really didn't save much with that. I don't know why I'm so fond of that particular shortcut. Ah, it got cold while I was drinking it, so I didn't get anything from it. It's okay. I figured that was a distinct possibility because it was like, it had been a really long time. I had kind of forgotten that I needed to drink another tea, honestly. Only we had a hacksaw. So many saplings on this upper route. Just gonna pick up all these sticks. They'll be cheap fodder for my next warm-up fire. Absolute ton of them here.
I can't feel my feet.
I really don't have time to sleep right now. I just need to make teas. So I think we'll just start the fire in the back of the cave here to be nice and warm. Warm up quickly, make a couple of teas, and just keep going. I think about 20 sticks should probably do it. This down to 30. Alright, guess it's time to travel. Wind finally stopped. Grab that, make one more of these. Grab this and make one more of these, and I think we'll head out. Once those are done, let's get this warming up by the fire. And we're pretty low on torches, right? Yeah, these are kind of junk anyway. I think we spend this time stocking up. Okay, that should be good. Grab that. That. Oh. So it's still the morning of day 2. Looking at the episode time here, I might stick to 2 days for episode. I was thinking about trying to push it to 3, just so we can, like, stay on sync. But it looks like it's still going to be slow enough. Yeah, we got a long walk to the gold mine. I'm going the right way. Yeah, okay. Just this is very similar to the other direction in some ways. Okay, let's drink a good portion of this. Okay, I think the name of the game here is Loot and Scoot. Get through this little mining town as quickly as possible. We got deer up here. I hear wolves. I don't know if they're up here or down below. I'm hoping that this will be a potential ptarmigan location. Just throw this down now, before we get too close to anything. Are you right up here? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Multiple wolves up here now. It's crazy. This whole area used to be safe except for the bear. Where are you? Oh, right up there. Okay. It's interesting that he was doing the thing where he, like... He's not instantly running, even though he's supposed to be passive. A little bit odd. Guess we'll take this. I don't think we're going back to anglers. Could be wrong. Unfortunately, looks like we did not get
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
a, what do you call it here? I wonder with the passive wildlife, the cougar will still be aggressive, right? I will still have a cougar, I hope. Because I do want to try to get, hunt it and get that hat. No combat pants in there. Oh well. So we didn't get the extra, woodworking tools. Yeah, I think we lug these around and take them at least into like Pleasant Valley or something so we can get them later. Completely forgot that this was an option. Can always get them from Bleak later, but I'm not going to have as many things that I want to carry right now, so really a good idea to go ahead and do it now. Although, I don't know, we got the arrowheads. We got several. Fortunately, we're going to have 35 exiting the gold mine. 35 carry weight. Well, assuming I'm able to rest up there, actually.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, I definitely hear ptarmigans. I hope that wolf didn't scare them off. He very well might have. Oh my gosh, he's running all around up there. I think the ptarmigans got scared off by the wolf. Because I heard them for a second, and now I don't hear them anymore. They're probably, like, over there somewhere. Dude, get out of here. Okay, let's just drop this, just in case they're, like, up around the corner. I'd love to go and get my second ptarmigan now. Dude. So he was barking at something. I wonder if it was the ptarmigans. Okay, there are ptarmigans there. Let's just start a fire outside here. Ooh, let's drop this. I don't want to track that wolf back up this way. Have any bad books? Doesn't look like it.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, so if I get this ptarmigan, we're going to be adding some more time pressure because I have to get all the feathers harvested and get it crafted before we leave, so that it only takes up one clothing slot. Put like 3 hours on there or something. Get this out. Okay, let's go see if we can do this. Wow, the wolf was running right around here and he didn't scare that guy off. Looks like he might have scared every other one off, though. It's the only one I see left. Maybe he was further away over there or something. You just stopped moving. I think we get a little bit closer and go ahead and take our shot. Nope. Ha! On the rebound. I always carry more than one stone when hunting ptarmigans. That small chance. Okay, so I think we wait for some kind of bad weather, or... Yeah, we definitely don't harvest the feathers on these now. That's going to be a ton of carry weight. Okay, let's start thinking through this. So, I guess I carry the woodworking tools. The lantern is a definite no-go. This is garbage. Does the cooking pot make it? The cooking pot probably makes it into Timberwolf. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a cooking pot there. We don't need all this. Tinder, definitely not. Books and sticks are okay for right now. I'll drop that. What else are we looking at here? Right, painkillers are kind of useless. Antibiotics, I guess I'll carry. I think we just abandon the cooking oil now. Abandon the bad food. Abandon that. We've got enough food, sort of. We're gonna get more. Maybe I grab some potatoes in here and cook them while we're sorting through everything. Oh, we do have flour and a skillet here. Salt stays here. I'm gonna take that. Oh man, I don't know. I could just cook You need to be cooking too to make bannocks.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
So I'd rather have the skillet than the pot, right? Maybe? Alright, let's take another look. Just eat this now. Wait, did the ptarmigans respawn up here? Definitely thought I heard another one. Okay, so we're at 27. Let me just think about this. The arrowheads... I guess they're not too heavy to carry right now. These combat pants need to be repaired. Oh, I really don't want to carry all this. Flares are kind of useless, right? Yeah, I think we just ditch the flare. We don't need all these teas. I've got a lot of water on me too. Alright, I think I'm going to stick with my current inventory for right now. Just ditch a couple of these waters. I have the 2 ptarmigans. 41 minutes, huh? Can I see my cooking recipes? So to make, let's say regular bannock, I need to be cooking level 2. I need oil and flour. So the temptation is to carry the oil and the flour, or at least the flour, into Timberwolf along with the skillet. Now, I think this is a pipe dream. Realistically, I'm never coming back to Ash Canyon, and I may not even be coming back to Timberwolf. I think these things are just too far away from where I'm going to be centered. So I think we drop the skillet, we drop the flour. The oil stays here as well. So yeah, the pot will come with me to Timberwolf. Pot, this, maybe a sewing kit. Bedroll doesn't count, so that's what, 3 or 4 items already. We don't need matches. We're not going to have teas either. We're just going to have to run to Mountaineer's Hut probably. Get matches there. I think we do carry the woodworking tools. Only really these 2 items, right? 1, 2. I'll hang on to them for now. Leave the oil here, though, because I'm not going to cook anything. We would end up... Oh, we would need the pot. Yeah, we would need to take the pot, too, because we need to make cooking oil in a different region if we ended up doing that. It's okay. I think I'm happy with this so far. Alright. Let's just make a tea real quick and get going. Oh geez, I've got all this woodworking stuff now. So the woodworking tools definitely get left in Pleasant Valley, if not Timberwolf. Okay, a little bit overweight. I think we can handle it though. At least we're not carrying around like a hacksaw and a hammer yet. Oh my goodness. There were ptarmigans, and this guy did get one.
I think I can use this.
I think they all have all their feathers still. It's crazy. So are we gonna make double clothing? I'm gonna have to sacrifice some sleep if I end up going for that. Alright, maybe we don't go all the way to the gold mine today. It's day 2, day 3 is the travel day. It's not that far. Climbing down from the gold mine and exiting the region to Timberwolf. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. The other thing I'm thinking about changing with the... It's not really a rules change, just a style change. I don't really like the idea of like just leaving all my gear right at the transition. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave stuff at the nearest house or structure or just general base camp thing. So like going from Coastal Highway into Ravine, I wouldn't just leave stuff right there at the tunnel. I would leave it at that house down the hill or the trailer, something like that.
I'm not sure I can
Just
carry
because
much more.
it's a little bit too cheesy, right? The idea is you only get those 10 items for traveling, but then if the travel is only like 2 steps from one side of a transition to the other, then it doesn't really feel like the spirit of the challenge. I think I will, in the instances where there's a transition cave or mine, I will allow that to be the like house on one side or the base on one side. Ooh, another thing is we're playing custom, which means theoretically we could have access to the bunkers if we want to. I don't know if I have time to go visit the Ash Canyon one. But we could certainly check out the Timberwolf one while we're there, in Pleasant Valley. I guess, forgot about these. Let's just go need them now. May as well go ahead and get the maximum warmth out of them. Did I? I didn't even loot Foreman's. That's hilarious. Oh well. I grabbed the important things. We got the woodworking tools. Maybe I did loot it. Maybe I did go check for clothing in that main room. I seem to recall that I did more than just grab the potatoes and leave. Maybe I did loot it. Don't remember checking for boots next to the chair, which would have been a good idea. Not gonna bother with this rope. Yeah, so it seems like we're gonna end up completely skipping a lot of stuff in this region. That's fine. I would love to go check out that prepper cache, but there's just no way we'll have time with everything else. So actually, one of the prepper caches in Mystery Lake will be permanently off limits. Probably never visit the Ash Canyon or the Black Rock one. So that's 3 down. I don't think we're going over there to look for loot. Can't carry enough anyway. Now somewhere up here is a little nook where you can set up a fire and safely sleep. I think we're just not at the right time of day to do that right now. I think we'll pass it up and wait for a better opportunity. I gotta really be careful with my bedroll this run. If I forget my bedroll at an inopportune time, we're gonna be in bad shape. Like, especially transitioning. If I've traveled halfway across the map and then I need to leave and then I've forgotten my bedroll, it's gonna be a complete disaster. Yeah, it's like right along here somewhere, I think. There's like a little... Maybe it's further up. So if all goes well, 2 of my clothing spots are going to be taken up by the insulation. Another one will be combat pants. Probably bring the underwear with us. 2 insulation, combat pants, underwear. So then we'll only have 1 slot left. And there's frequently a coat in the gold mine. So maybe I will want to bring... Well, there's not much cloth in Timberwolf is the issue. So I might just have to be careful with frostbite. Am I going the right way? I think so. Yeah, there's where the firewood is off to the side there. I think we just ignore that and keep traveling. Keep trudging along. It's going to be so much nicer with well-fed and the technical backpack. Alright, we'll skip that rose hip. With no thermos, it's not like they're gonna matter. I think I'll skip this one too. We don't need that many teas to get out of this region. Now, I could go through the ravine and not go through the cave on the way out. It'd take longer to get to the exit if I do that. Right, we are so happy I've got to stop picking up extra junk. I think I've got just enough for... Got 48, yeah, okay, so let's not pick up any more rose hips. Check back here, looks like it's just a rope. Yeah, nothing interesting there. This is technically lighter than sticks, so I'll pick this up. I'm getting pretty close now. Where do I even sleep? How long does it take to harvest these feathers? I need what? 10, so it's gonna take 40 minutes each, so that's 400 minutes, which is what, like 6 or 7 hours? So something along those lines. So that's gonna already put me into, like, midnight. And we've still got the full travel day. I may just not have time to do everything. Maybe I either carry a full ptarmigan in with me, or we... Oh yeah, plus an hour to craft the thing in the first place. I mean, I could just forego sleep, too, right? Like... Okay, I'm gonna pick all this up now, because we're very close, and I do need a lot of fuel for my fire. But I think I'll probably leave some sticks here. Just to compensate a little bit. Maybe like 15. Okay, so just for the sake of argument, let's say I go completely or almost completely without sleep. We'll probably want a little bit to boost our carry weight for the trip down. And then, unfortunately, I'll show up exhausted in Timberwolf Mountain in an inopportune location with no matches, which could put me in big trouble. Yeah, I might only have time to craft one of the ptarmigan things, unfortunately. Just so I have time to get more sleep. I can always decide towards the end. Okay, I don't really care about getting any more teas or really any more loot other than the technical backpack, so I think we just go. Not gonna check over there.
Okay, I'm tired.
Where's a good place to sleep out here?
Jeez, this is cold.
Maybe just make a fire someplace up in these rocks, I guess. Okay, just for time efficiency, I think I'm going to stay out here. We'll go ahead and do whatever we're going to do, and then we'll just do one pass through the mine. So this is too steep. Try to tuck it under here. This looks like a good spot. No, too steep still? That's unfortunate.
For a drink right now.
Probably right here? Yeah. Let's go with that. The other thing we could do is we could stop by Climber's Cave on the way out and see if there's coffee. That could help a little bit. But it's a pretty big risk.
It's a goddamn.
Using up all that extra time, and then if there's no coffee.
That's a good one.
Okay, sticks are the heaviest. Let's throw that on. Then fur. We're gonna be here for a while. Yeah, I think this flower and skillet thing is a pipe dream. That's never gonna happen. Oops, I get thirsty. I'll just let it happen. Take a little bit of damage. Okay, let's just make one more batch. That'll be enough for a while. Go ahead and finish this. Yeah, maybe we do have enough time to do everything.
It's dusk, so that can't be far behind.
It's the evening of day 2.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Good thing we found that sewing kit. Okay, so that's done. Forgot we had an extra hat, extra socks. Okay. So that's done. We don't need any more water. Guess we can put these teas down for now. Let's just see if this, yeah, that fits there. Go ahead and do this. We don't really need to make any more, but if I have some on me, yeah, we got reishi. I'll do another one of those. I might end up not even crafting these other teas, now that I think about it. So, yeah, I think we can go ahead and commit to this double craft, and then get whatever sleep we're going to get afterwards. And we've got the whole day to travel from the gold mine to the exit. I think that's reasonable. Definitely want to repair some of this stuff too before we go. Let's just see what we're taking with us. So it's going to be the double insulation. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe gloves, because frostbite happens on hands more quickly. Unless we find like a Mackinac or something in the gold mine, which is a possibility.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay, so pretty unlikely we find a can opener at this point. Probably save this for warming up. I think we just cook this now to have something extra to eat. Forget about using it as a buff. I mean, I could find a can opener in the gold mine, so it doesn't hurt to wait a little bit. Okay, so clothing, improvised installation. We have 3 out of 5, so we need 2 more. Okay, last one. Well, double insulation on day 2 is not bad. It'll be nice and warm going forward. Forgot about the crampons. I guess the crampons are just gonna stay here. We can always make improvised crampons when we go somewhere else. Okay, so I think I've done just about everything I can think of that needs to be done before we leave. Just make this real quick. See if I have another one to make. I do not. We can go ahead and craft the other rose hip because it's kind of heavy. I don't think we're going to end up using it, but it won't hurt to just craft it real quick. Okay, so that's all the rose hips taken care of. We gotta eat, and we gotta get a little bit of sleep here. I don't know how much I'm gonna get. We don't have any herbal tea or similar. We can pick up some more food on the way out. There'll be some more food in the gold mine. I think we can go ahead and safely say, well, we have enough calories to not open that right now. Yeah, probably. Okay. We'll save these just in case there's a can opener in the gold mine. Definitely going to want to pick up some calories on the way out of here. Okay, so these are ready to go whenever. Cooking pot comes with me now. An extra water comes with me now. Those all stay here. Let's get some sleep. Actually a little low on fuel. Let's sleep for, let's say, 6 hours. Seems reasonable. Get a little bit of healing in. Maybe we'll sleep a little bit extra. Actually, yeah, we're gonna have some burn bonus. Let's sleep like 7 or 8. Call it 7, I think. Yeah, that's gonna put us close to noon. Good travel time anyway. Okay, here we go. Okay, it is officially the morning of day 3. I think we'll just use that as our save point. We've got a little bit of time left on the fire. We can grab a torch, go inside, get our backpack, and get out of here. It's already travel day. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.